Ali, the No Worries Ninja, reporting from Midsummer Norton, the Green Acres Court flats. Flat 28 apparently had a fire in the bin. I reckon they put it out simply with a fire extinguisher, and apparently the upstairs is full of smoke. But I live downstairs, but they wouldn't let me go back in yet. So I'm just going to stay here and do a little bit of face to camera, see if I can get myself known for being a reporter. So I'm Ali Slade, the No Worries Ninja. I'm a stroke survivor who's been to his stroke care support group meeting this morning. Came home to help the police track a stolen, my rucksack came disconnected from my wheelchair. I'm in an electric wheelchair. I survived a stroke 5 years ago that should have killed me, but I'm very grateful to say it didn't. And as I was coming back on the dial ride bus to my flat, the policeman, because I could track my rucksack, it's got an air tag in it, other tracking tokens are available. How's that? BBC Balance. So I got the phone call saying meet them at the. I checked where the tag was saying that my rucksack was. Yeah, I didn't finish that, did I? My rucksack fell off my wheel, tied to the wheelchair, fell off. Somebody found it, put it behind the wall in front of their house. Didn't think to look inside it and ring one of the numbers on the business cards, or go to noworries.ninja and hit the contact form and say, hey mate, I've got your rucksack, meet you so and so, meet you down the cross, answer a pine. No, he put it behind the wall and left it there. So 2 hours later, when I realised I'd lost it, I tracked it to his driveway, and actually I have to admit that for 10 seconds I did think whether he was just pulling the wool over my eyes, and he had found it and he had put it behind the wall, but then he came out, picked it up himself and took it indoors and emptied the wallet. I of course immediately froze my cards, because I don't know if you knew that, but these days you don't have to report a card stolen. You just go into the app and freeze it. And it saves all the hassle of going in, saves all the hassle of getting replacements, the time it takes of when you find it again. Now I did pass that back to Barclays a long time ago. I suggested that as an idea, because that's the kind of thing I always do. If I think it's something that I think will improve people's lives, I report it. Anyway, this is Ali Slade, the No Worries Ninja, reporting from Midsummer Norton, with the excitement of the police. No, they're not police, they're firemen. That's a stroke, damn me, sorry about that. If you go to noworries.ninja, that's all you've got to type in. You can submit your email address and you'll receive a free Ali's Insight. I'm a Tony Robbins life coach who had my practice that I opened on the 1st of January 2020 had gone ballistic, and I doubled my prices after 3 weeks so that I could cope with the rush. And I said to my existing clients, look guys, I don't know what's going on, I can't understand where all my clients are coming from. And my clients just replying to me saying, we know Ali, we're telling all our friends and family about you. We can't believe how quickly you've turned our lives around. We love you, and we're sharing that joy. So there we go. If you want to share some of that joy and understand a bit more about my story, go to noworries.ninja, click on the About page and look, watch. There's a video there with some wisdom in it. And then when you've submitted your email address, my website will send you a link to another video, which is a piece of wisdom that completely flips a very negative situation, as it was potentially going to be even more negative, into a positive one in a heartbeat. It's wisdom that everybody should know, and means that life is so much easier to run when you know the truth of this particular, what should I call it? I'm struggling to find my words. This particular strategy, we'll call it that, this particular strategy. So submit your email, it's free. Submit your email address to noworries.ninja and you'll get the link back for an Ali's Insight. You can take the first 6 steps of my banishing worry, because I haven't worried for 25 years. I've spent the last 40 years reading self-improvement and self-help books, and one of those explained, I actually went on a course with the guy who wrote the book, and that wisdom I took on board. When some knowledge comes your way, it's not yours until it's your truth. So I took on the ability not to worry as my truth very quickly, because it was explained extremely succinctly and easily. And then 3 years after my stroke, when I was fed up with not helping people, because I heard that, I'll tell you how I got into it, right, just really quickly. I heard that if you love what you do, you never do a day's work in your life. And at the time I was helping run a company which had struggled, and it was the type of company where we were bosses and we could afford we had to not pay ourselves any pay rises because we couldn't afford to pay it to the staff, and that was a bit of a downer. We did that for 20 years. Anyway, it was just starting to take off after I was offered to distribute the very first proper cloud-based time attendance system called knytow, and our opportunities were turning around, and I know why I got the opportunity to do that, and if you contact me I'll explain. Anyway, since then, as I say, 25 of the last 30 years I've immersed myself in self-help and all those kind of things, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out with the people who created them, that I can do my Ali's Insights videos and maybe pay them a commission, see how it goes. We'll all be alright. But yeah, if you have my free Ali's Insight, by all means, then take the first 6 steps of my Banishing Worry course free, and if you buy a membership that includes more Ali's Insights, there's going to be about 25 of them in the end. I think I've done 17 so far, so I think there'll be 25 Ali's Insights. Now, if you haven't got enough money to do that, then you can use the Working My Passage membership. I used to be an engineering officer in the Merchant Navy. If money's a little bit tight, now we know that do we not, that the only thing worrying will do is put you in an early grade. Okay, that's a medical fact as far as I've been told by the doctors. Because stress and anxiety, as it says in the Hitchhiker's Galaxy, is one of the major killer in the universe. You see, well done, Douglas Adams. Thank you for that one. I'm going to lose my hat in a minute. Look, can you see the wind blowing my hat? Maybe you can't. Anyway, I don't know if something's going to happen then, isn't there? So yeah, but if you can't afford to pay for a standard membership, and I would recommend if you can to get the Ali's Insights ones, because they'll pay for themselves in no time. If you use the Working My Passage membership, that means you automatically get upgraded to an affiliate, and on the understanding that you'll get me 3 more students through the course, you'll be helping me fulfill my purpose. Now, my purpose is to create a happy, peaceful, abundant life for anyone whose life I touch. And the reason it's that is because another bit of the knowledge and wisdom that I took on board is that if you have a purpose in life, any decision you have to make is absolutely dead easy, because you recite your purpose that you've memorised, like I just repeated. Sorry, my right arm's starting to ache, I'll just move it a bit. Yeah, so you create yourself a purpose. You can borrow mine if you want to, it's quite a good one. And you look at the options and you recite your purpose back, and you choose the left or right or the yes or no option that takes you towards your purpose, and you do that, and you only do that. You don't have to worry about the other one. It's nothing to do it. Now, of course, I haven't got the right cap on. I am Ali the No Worries Ninja. NoWorries.ninja is the website, as I said. And yeah, so if you've done the first 6 steps free anyway in Working My Passage, so you know what you're getting. Oh, hello. Sorry, a car with blue flashing lights just came up the hill. They've gone over there now. I can't change camera on this one, sorry. Anyway, yeah, Working My Passage. You agreed to get me 3 more students, and if I said nuclear fission, you'd understand why it's 3 more students. And because my purpose includes abundant, any memberships that are purchased by their free affiliate link, they will accrue 50% of any memberships they generate, because they'll be helping me fulfill my purpose to create a happy, peaceful, abundant life for anyone whose life I touch. And that now includes you, of course, because I'm now, by just you watching this, we are, oh, there's another fireman, must be chief fire officer or something, he's come up in a car. Oh, hang on, what's going on? Somebody else going down? Yeah, so you can sign up as an affiliate on my website. If you want to finish the rest of the course and get the benefit of a longer, happier life, because remember, the only thing worrying will do is put you in an early grave. And yeah, so then if you, what's I going to say? Once you've done the first 6 steps and agreed to get me those 3 students, you can choose within certain limits what you pay, what you can afford. You pay what you can afford to finish the course, okay? And then, like I say, any memberships that the people who buy that you offer along, or you are enabling them to have a longer, happier life, pretty good thing to do, you'll get 50% of the memberships that they purchase on my website, helping me fulfill my purpose. I'm not going to say it again, I've said it enough. Ali's slave, in Midsummer Norton, outside Green Acres Court, waiting to be let back into his flat. reporting for whoever decides to air this. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.